the desired gene can be isolated from a cell by digesting its cell wall using specific enzymes. Cellulose is used to treat the plant cell to isolate its DNA. Ribonucleases are the enzymes which act on RNA. PCR stands for what? Polymerase chain reaction. Hello everyone, welcome back to session 6 of this chapter called Biotechnology Principles and Processes. Myself, B. Shobha Rani from the Department of Biology, Vidyashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence. What are we going to study in this session 6? Hope you remember that the technology that is applied for the benefit of mankind by using the organisms for the benefit of mankind. So in this particular session, we are going to study about the methodology or the process of recombinant DNA technology. So what are the steps that are involved in the process of rDNA technology? So now let us study one by one. So what is the first step that is involved in the process of recombinant DNA technology, rDNA technology? So as we know that it involves many steps. First and foremost step is isolation of genetic material. Then cutting of DNA at specific sites or specific location. Third one, amplification of gene of interest using PCR, polymerase chain reaction. Then insertion of rDNA into the host cell or into the organism. Next, obtaining the foreign DNA product. And the last but one is called downstream processing. So all these are the steps that are involved in rDNA technology. So here you can see the amplification of gene of interest using PCR, that is polymerase chain reaction. So what is the methods or the steps that are involved in the process of recombinant DNA technology? First one is isolation of genetic material, then cutting of DNA at specific locations, amplification of gene of interest using PCR, that is polymerase chain reaction, then insertion of rDNA into the host cell organism, then obtaining the foreign gene product, and the last but one is called downstream processing. Now let us study one by one. What are the steps? So first step is what? Isolation of genetic material. Moving on to the first step, that is the isolation of the desired DNA. Here you can see the diagram which represents rDNA technology, and now let us understand what are the steps. So as we know, the desired gene can be isolated from a cell by digesting its cell wall by using certain enzyme, by using specific enzymes. So what is the very important is what here? Isolation of the desired DNA. So here the desired DNA can be isolated. What do you mean by isolation? Separated from a cell by digesting its cell wall by using specific enzymes. Now let us see what are the enzymes that are utilized for the isolation. Isolation means what? Separation of the desired DNA. So the role of enzymes like lysozyme, cellulose and chitinase in genetic engineering. So what are the enzymes that are used for the isolation of the desired DNA? Enzymes like lysozyme, cellulase and chitinase, and even one more called pectinase also. Pectinase, all these are used in genetic engineering. What is genetic engineering? Manipulation of genes. You can create the genes of your desire. That is what has been done in biotechnology. So the role of enzymes. So here the desired gene can be isolated from a cell by digesting its cell wall using specific enzymes. So what are all the enzymes that are utilized for the isolation of the desired DNA? Lysozyme, cellulose, chitinase, pectinase. All these are the enzymes which are quite commonly used in genetic engineering. Then the lysozyme is used to treat the bacteria to isolate its DNA. So a lysozyme is also one such specific enzyme which is used to treat the bacteria to isolate its DNA. Then cellulase is used to treat the plant cell to isolate its DNA. As we know, cellulose is nothing but a polysaccharide, and the cell wall of the plant cell is made up of a polysaccharide. As you know, the plant cell wall is very rigid, which is made up of cellulose. So cellulose is used to treat the plant cell to isolate its DNA. Then cellulose is the plant cell wall material, and the enzyme that is used to treat the plant cell to dissolve the cellulose is cellulase. As we know, the enzymes are specific in their action. So as we all know that enzymes work in a lock and key system. For a particular substrate, there is a particular enzyme which acts. Like for example, for carbohydrates, carboxylases, proteins, proteases, lipids, lipases. So cellulose, cellulase, right? Then next, chitinase. Chitinase is used to treat the fungus to isolate its DNA. As we know, the fungal cell wall is made up of chitin, a very hard, rigid cell wall. In case of fungi, it is made up of chitin. So to treat the fungus cell wall which is made up of chitin, what is the name of the enzyme that is used? Chitinase. And addition of, again, chilled ethanol is also used to precipitate purified DNA. That is also used. So addition of chilled ethanol which precipitates the purified DNA purified from DNA. So all these are the different types of enzymes that are used for the first very important step of our DNA technology, that is isolation of desired gene. Here you can see the foreign DNA, the vector that is used, ligases as we know. Then we can see the transformation, then E. coli cells. So isolation of genetic material, DNA. You can see how the desired gene is isolated or separated. So here foreign DNA is taken, vector DNA, that is the plasmid. So here you can see the same restriction enzyme cutting both foreign DNA and vector DNA at specific site. Here you can see. Then ligases join. As we know, ligases are molecular stitches which are used to join the. So here you can see how it is joined. So here we can see the process of transformation. So the desired gene is taken and isolated. So here you can see the cells divide. So this is so what are the steps that are involved? The desired DNA can be isolated from a cell by digesting its cell wall using specific enzymes like lysozyme, chitinase, cellulase, then even pectinase. Then lysozyme is used to treat the bacteria to isolate its DNA. Then cellulase is used to treat the plant cell to isolate its DNA. Then chitinase is used to treat the fungus to isolate its DNA. In addition, even chilled ethanol also is used. So this is the first very important step in isolation of desired DNA. Then DNA isolated from a cell, then since the DNA is enclosed within the membranes of the cell should be broken to release DNA along with RNA and proteins, the polysaccharides and lipids. So since the DNA is enclosed within the membrane of the cell should be broken to release DNA along with RNA and proteins, polysaccharides and lipids. So RNA is removed by treating with ribonucleases. As you know, ribonucleases are the enzymes which act on RNA. Then proteins are removed by treating with protease. Then other molecules can be removed by appropriate treatment. So the purified DNA is precipitated by the chilled ethanol. As I said, addition to even the chilled ethanol also is used to precipitate the purified DNA. So since the DNA is enclosed within the membrane, so this is a picture how it is isolated. DNA isolated from a cell. DNA isolated from the cell. So since the DNA is enclosed within the membranes of the cell should be broken to release DNA along with RNA and proteins, polysaccharides and lipids. So RNA is removed by treating with ribonuclease. Proteins are removed by treating with protease. Then other molecules can be removed by appropriate treatments. Then the purified DNA is precipitated by the chilled ethanol. Then the process of cutting DNA at specific locations. Next very important step is what? The process of cutting DNA at specific locations. So the purified DNA molecule is cut at specific location by using a specific restriction endonuclease. As we know, REN are called as what? REN, that is restriction endonucleases, are called as what? Molecular scissors. So what are molecular scissors? They are used to cut the DNA at specific site or specific location. So the purified DNA molecule is cut at specific location by using a specific restriction endonuclease by incubating DNA with restriction endonuclease at the optimal condition specific for an enzyme. As we know, enzymes work at a particular optimum temperature. So enzymes are nothing but proteins. All proteins are not enzymes. But as we know, when enzymes are subjected to higher temperature, they get denatured. So at an optimal condition specific for an enzyme. Then the desirable gene is isolated by agarose gel electrophoresis. Very important. Then the desirable gene is isolated or separated by a methodology called agarose gel electrophoresis, and the process is repeated with the vector DNA also. So the gene of interest. So the very important is what? The desired gene is taken and is introduced into the host cell. So the gene of interest obtained from source DNA and the cut plasmid having sticky ends are mixed and ligase is added to produce recoil. So ligase, as we know, ligase is called as what? Molecular stitchers. If RNA is used to cut the DNA at specific site, ligases are used to join the two cut ends, the sticky ends of the DNA molecule. So they are called as what? Molecular stitches, whereas RNA is called molecular scissor and this is called as molecular stitcher. So what is the steps that are involved in the process of cutting DNA at specific locations? The purified DNA molecule is cut at a specific location by using specific restriction endonuclease by incubating DNA with restriction endonuclease at optimal conditions specific for an enzyme. Then the desirable gene is isolated by agarose gel electrophoresis. Then the process is repeated with that vector DNA also. Then the gene of interest obtained from the source DNA and the cut plasmid having sticky ends are mixed by using what? Ligases to produce what? Recombinant DNA. Then agarose gel electrophoresis process is employed in cutting DNA at specific locations. So the agarose, what is the methodology, what is the technique that is used for cutting the DNA at specific locations and obtaining it? Agarose gel electrophoresis is a process which is employed in cutting of DNA at specific locations. So amplification of gene of interest using PCR, that is polymerase chain reaction. Polymerase chain reaction for the expansion of PCR using PCR in the expansion of in genetic engineering. So what is polymerase chain reaction? Now let us understand. This is a very important question which is asked in exam. What is PCR? PCR stands for what? Polymerase chain reaction. So what is it? It is a process in which multiple copies of DNA of interest is synthesized in vitro using two sets of primers and enzyme DNA polymerase. So this is a very important question which is asked in the examination. What is polymerase chain reaction? So it is a process in which multiple copies of DNA of interest is synthesized in vitro using two sets of primers and enzyme DNA polymerase. Then primers in genetic engineering. These are what are primers then? As we said, it is a process in which multiple copies of DNA interest is synthesized in vitro using two sets of primers. So here what are primers? These are the small chemically synthesized oligonucleotides that are complementary to the regions of DNA. So what are primers? This is also that it might be asked. What are primers? What is PCR? What is agarose gel electrophoresis? It is a process used to cut DNA at specific locations. Then what does PCR stand for? Polymerase chain reaction. What is it? It is a process in which multiple copies of DNA of interest is synthesized in vitro using two primers and enzyme, that is DNA polymerase. So what are primers? These are the small chemically synthesized oligonucleotides, many polynucleotides, like we call it as oligonucleotides, that are complementary to the regions of DNA. Then, now in this picture you can see the agarose gel electrophoresis. So as we know, it is a process that is employed to cutting of DNA at specific locations. So here you can see the gel slab electrolyte solution, then the cloth wick sample wells in gel and this is the power source. So this is how, here you can see the bands which is separated. So amplification of gene of interest using PCR. So polymerase chain reaction already we have, and even primers in genetic engineering also we have studied. So this is how the agarose gel electrophoresis look. Hope you have understood the concepts what I have explained in this particular session. So in the coming session, I'll be dealing with DNA amplification and the thermostable DNA polymerase, that is called TAQ polymerase reaction. Then I'll be back with the last concepts of this interesting chapter called Biotechnology Principles and Processes. Till then, goodbye and thank you.